Happy Pride Month! I wanted to do a video answering Google's most asked questions on aromanticism, so if you want to see that, stick around. But first, hi, I'm Farron. I use them pronouns and I'm so excited for today's video. My social media is in the description box down below and give me a follow, and let's just get into it. I do want to put a little disclaimer. I do not speak for all of the aromantic people. I'm going to give generalized answers, but every aromantic person experiences things differently, and I never want to invalidate their experiences. So if you're aromantic and your experiences are different, feel free to leave them in the comments down below so other people can learn from your experiences. But I wanted to make this video for educational purposes, but also for fun. But yeah, let's get into it. I also wanted to say that I did film this video before, and I edited it, and it was on YouTube. It was private and it was scheduled to come out, but I had watched a TikTok and had 0 likes, so I knew it was like meant for me to watch. And it was explaining, like an aromantic person explaining their feelings about love and what they felt and did not feel. And I took that video down because I did not want to invalidate their experience. So I'm redoing it. I just kind of wanted to clarify some things. Not all aromantic people experience things the same way, just like aromantics. But if one person has an experience, chances are other people share that same experience. I didn't want to invalidate anyone with my video, so I decided to refilm it. I also want to add that there are romance favorable, romance indifferent, and romance averse people. Keep this in mind, as the answers can vary based on which kind of romantic is asked, but it's not always based on that. I try to keep the answers vague to better encompass all aromantics. Most of the questions don't have a clear-cut answer. And lastly, some of the answers aren't unique to just aromantics. Allos can have similar experiences with eros. I do also want to say that most of these answers are that some will and some won't, just to give you an idea, because every aromantic person expresses things differently. So, are aromantics lonely? They can be. I do want to say that I don't necessarily think it's because they're aromantic, more like it's just the way society treats aromantic people, or the way their own experiences that have nothing to do with them being aromantic. You can be a lonely allomantic person, and you can be a lonely aromantic person. It doesn't necessarily mean it's because they are aromantic, because you can be lonely because you don't have any friends, or all your friends are farther away and you can't see them as often, or you're not really close to your family. There's many different reasons for someone to be lonely, and while they can be lonely because of aromantic, and it can be very isolating being aromantic because everyone else is dating or like doing whatever aromantics do. I don't know what they do. But it can be very isolating at times, so they can be lonely because of that, but not necessarily because they are aromantic, but because of the experiences that come with it. And are aromantics rare? I don't necessarily think they are. I just think they are not, they're lesser known because more people are allomantic than aromantic, but I wouldn't say rare. I would say that I haven't met another aromantic person unless it was like at Pride, but I also don't really leave my house, and when I do, it's just go to work and the store, and then I come back home. So I wouldn't say rare, but they are not as common as aromantics. Do aromantics date? Some have the desire to date, some will date, some won't date. And yeah. This video is going to be like so boring, I swear, because the answer is going to be very much the same. Because some, like, there's cupial romantic who doesn't experience romantic attraction but still desire a romantic relationship, so they will date. And there are people who don't know they're aromantic yet, and so they will date and trying to find what the media has always been talking about, and they won't find it, not necessarily because it doesn't exist, but for them, they don't experience romantic attraction, so it's a lot harder. Or they don't want to date, or they did date and they didn't like it, or they like dating because it's a chance to be closer than another human. But yeah. Do aromantics fall in love? I want to say that some may and some won't, you know? But yeah, I feel like that this is the quickest video. Some will fall in love because you can not experience romantic attraction but still experience love. Not everyone will. But yeah. Do aromatics like cuddling? I think you know the answer to that. Some people like the closeness that is cuddling, and it's not necessarily because of romantic attraction. It could just be wanting to have some physical touch. That does not in a romantic way. It can be in a very platonic way. It could be platonic cuddling, it could be romantic cuddling, it could be sexual cuddling, and, you know, sensual cuddling. You know, just being close to another human. And some people, whether they're aromantic or alromantic, will like cuddling, and some will not. Do romantics kiss? I mean, if they want to. Some will and some won't like kissing. Some will kiss and some won't kiss. Do aromantics have crushes? Aromanticism is a spectrum. So there are varying degrees of having a crush, because a crush is a romantic attraction, a person you have a romantic attraction to. There is ficto-romantic, which are people who experience romantic attraction to fictional characters. There is demi-romantic, where they will experience romantic attraction after building a close relationship to a person. There is just gray romantic in general, where it's very infrequent when they feel romantic attraction. I'm sure there's others that I'm missing. There's free romantic, where they experience romantic attraction, and as they get to know the person, the romantic attraction fades. So yes and no. It's a spectrum. Some people will never experience romantic attraction and therefore have a crush, and some will only have them with fictional characters. Do aromantics get married? I'm sure some have gotten married. I'm not sure if I'm sure some have gotten married. Because again, aromantic, feeling little to no romantic attraction. I feel like I should have put that in the beginning of the video. Aromantic means feeling little to no romantic attraction. Do aromantics feel love? Now, in my original video, I'm sure I said something along the lines of, in theory, they have the ability to feel love. And I kind of stand by that, but I also wanted to add that some will and some won't. I say in theory because it's just like the concept. Like, yeah, the ability can be there, but it's not like in practice that's actually how things are going to go, you know? And I do want to add that I think that there are some alloromantic people who don't feel love. Yes, they feel romantic attraction, which does not mean love. It's just you see a person and you are romantically attracted to them. That does not mean you love that person. It means you would like to be involved in a romantic relationship with them. You can be in a romantic relationship with someone and not love them. And so some people in general will feel love and have the ability to feel love, and some won't feel love or won't have the ability to feel love. And that does not necessarily mean that they are uncaring human beings. It just means that they don't feel that particular emotion. Hopefully that cleared everything up. Can aromantics like romance? In theory, because there's Cupid romantics. There's also one that I like resonated with, like Velas romantic. I think that's what it is. If I'm saying the wrong name, I will put the real name right here. Velas romantic, where you like the aesthetic of romance, the romantic aesthetic, but don't actually want to experience like romance. You just like the aesthetic, and I kind of feel that one. It's like, because you're watching the movies, you're reading the books, and like, oh yeah, I love this. And then real life, you're just like, oh no, that's not for me. No thank you. Yeah, because I really love romance and fiction. I have a whole wall designated to that, with not all of them, but a good percentage of my favorite romantic couplings. We got Hiccup and Astrid, we got the OG, Gomez and Morticia, we have Bella and Edward, we have like my favorite Disney princess here, Briar Rose and Philip, just to name some of them on the wall. So I like romance in fictional sense more than in real life. So do I like romance? Yes. But yeah, can aromantics be attracted to someone? Yes, there are more than one type of attraction. I need to make a video on all the types of attractions because I can't remember all of them on the top of my head. There's sexual attraction. You could be aromantic and experience sexual attraction. There's sensual attraction. There is platonic attraction. There is intellectual attraction, to name a few of them. So you can be attracted to someone and it not be romantic attraction, because there's more than one type. I do want to add in that some alloromantic people are also allosexual people, and so they experience typically a romantic attraction and sexual attraction simultaneously, or together. And for other people, it's very separate. They're two different things. So if you're like, if you experience I experience there's also aesthetic attraction, because you're aesthetically attracted to someone and you're romantically attracted to them and you are sexually attracted to them, you experience them all together. Whereas me, there were three separate things. Aesthetic attraction, I experience. Sexual attraction and romantic attraction, I don't experience. So for the longest time, because I only experienced aesthetic attraction, I thought they were all three, and that's not how it worked for me. So yeah, you can, in theory, be attracted to people, just not romantically in most cases. Can aromantics be in a romantic relationship? Yes, they can. Again, not all aromantics will be in romantic relationships, but they can be in platonic relationships, they can be in queer platonic relationships, they can just have like friends and instead and be completely fulfilled with that. Can aromantics want to be in a relationship? Yes, Cupio romantics come to mind. I'm not well versed in all of the other types of aromantics, but Cupio romantic's the one that's coming to mind. Also, I'll say like gray romantic and demi-romantic, those three, because they do experience romantic attraction on occasion in certain circumstances, and so they can want a romantic relationship. And can aromantics have crushes on fictional characters? Yes. Yes, they can. Fictional romantics is the name for that. And yes, not every romantic will experience romantic attraction to fictional characters. I do want to say that. But yes, aromantics can have crushes on fictional characters. But that is all for today's video. If you have any questions on being aromantic that you would like to ask me, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification notified when I upload, because my uploading schedule is chaotic at best. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of Pride Month. Bye!